It's Kaycie from thejoyfullotus.com. I'm here to do for you a weekly reading for the week of November 17th through the 23rd. So we're going to pull 3 cards, and the first card is going to be for Monday and Tuesday, the beginning of the week. I'm still using the Collective Tarot, and today is the Fool. I'm sorry, Monday is the Fool. And so on Monday and Tuesday, what the Fool represents here is probably a need for optimism. Remember that just because something has ended, the end of one thing is the beginning of another. The end of one journey is the beginning of the next. So just because something may have ended or run out, don't lose heart, don't lose hope, because a new journey is beginning. So you want to embark on this new journey, whether it's an emotional journey, a relationship, or a new career, or if it's simply just kind of looking at the world in a new way, because what you used to believe, you don't believe that anymore. So whatever this new beginning is, face it with a sort of fearless curiosity. Notice that the Fool in this deck looks a lot like the character Pippi Longstocking. And if you know anything about Pippi, she was extremely curious, but also very courageous. She could make the best of any situation. She had a very playful imagination. So, approach your problems or your new beginnings with that mentality, a sort of youthful curiosity and innocence, letting go of your past judgments, past experiences, being willing to take a risk and try something new. I think that's going to serve you better than being rigid and controlling in this early part of the week. For the middle of the week, we have the Lovers. In this deck, we see, it's a very basic card. I had trouble reading it at first, but really what it comes down to, in any deck, when you see the Lovers, there's always like a choice, a crossroads of sorts. And here you see the 2 arrows crossing through the heart. And you also see 2 pineapples up above. And I sort of look at it as, no matter which direction you choose, which choice you make, there's a positive outcome that is potential for either. It doesn't mean it's necessarily going to work out the way you want it to, but either path you choose is going to be a learning experience. And there's always the opportunity for happiness and joy along the way, no matter what you decide. The key is just making up your mind. Which do you want? Do you want to be with this guy or this guy? Do you want to take that job or that job? Do you want to spend your life pursuing money and material wealth, or do you want to focus on your dream career? These are choices that we have to make, and the longer we stay stuck and remain at that crossroads, the more stagnant we're going to feel, the less connected to our heart we're going to feel. And I think the key here is just to make a decision and move forward and make the best of that. Really stick to your guns and say, I'm going to do this and I'm going to give it my all. And I think that's really going to serve you the best. The final card for the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd is the 6 of Feathers. And this card is a little bit darker than the other 2. It shows a person who has sort of made their own flying contraption, about to take flight with a group of geese. And you can see sort of rain clouds overhead, power lines. It's a dangerous undertaking, but it seems as if this person has a sort of intense confidence, and they're willing to take this leap of faith because they've already been through so much. They've already sort of suffered enough, and they're ready to just move on at whatever cost. So I think this sort of comes back to that Lover's decision. It's like making sometimes the harder choice, the choice where it's maybe more difficult to take the first step, but in the long run, you're going to have fewer regrets. And you won't have to look back and say, man, I wish I had taken the chance and, at least tried. So I think over the weekend, you're gonna feel yourself starting to let go of some of your past suffering, and start to experiment with moving forward. Maybe it'll be emotionally a little bit challenging. You may feel a little fearful or nervous about taking this first step, but ultimately the choice to move forward is the right choice. The choice to move on and let things go and take a chance is really going to be your best bet. So all throughout the week you see that there's a choice to move forward optimistically, move forward with certainty, move forward with confidence, and that confidence can be based on wisdom that you've learned through your past pain and suffering. But the future doesn't necessarily have to carry with it that same pain and suffering. Leave the suffering behind, take with you the wisdom, and let that, that emotional pain kind of push you into the next stage, and let it be useful and healing and helpful. So that's a reading for this week. And if you would like a private reading with me, I do email and Skype. I also meet in person, so please reach out to me. You can go to thejoyfullotus.com, look for the lotus, you see it over my shoulder. And I hope that I hear from some of you. I'm really enjoying doing these readings for you, and I hope it's helping somebody out there. So please reach out and let me know if you like what I'm doing, and I'll keep doing it. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.